Alright, so today I wanted to show a new game that me, Mark, and my grandfather were playing last night, and it's called Hybrid Animal. It's got a narwhal for the image, and it's really simple, I gotta say, but clever. Very clever for what it is.
It's like 8-bit graphics?
Yeah, 8-bit 3D graphics. And so you start the game by selecting a father for your bred creature. Let's go with the squirrel. Okay. And then you pick the mother. Not a yeti. What?
Scorpion.
Scorpion? Is that in there?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna have to figure out which one's actually the scorpion.
You can tell by the tail curls up. It's black.
It's black and the tail curls up, okay. I mean, I'm not seeing anything by that description, but it's a fairly extensive list of all kinds of different...
Yeah, well then just pick something.
Oh, I wanted to do the squirrel scorpion, but I don't think I can find it. Okay, squirrel seahorse. It'll do. Now, when I first played it, I literally thought this was the whole game. Was just throwing oddball things together and fluffy horse. That's not awkward or anything. And then I actually hit accept rather than breed again, and I found out it's actually a game where you take your character and go eat. A lot like Spore. You kind of build up your food base and you get your levels, and then from there you can actually upgrade your character. Like right now I'm going to do damage, but attack speed is an important one. Damage, it's really hard to tell what you should balance first, and it kind of depends on whether or not you're going after the food or you want to be a really aggressive player. Like going after other creatures, which I haven't come across any yet. And yeah, the first few levels are easy to get through, but I think the max is like, well, I mean, there's no actual level max, but the max for the stats is once you hit level 64, everything's maxed out and you can't get any more. You could get the skill points, but you can't invest them, which kind of sucks. And I couldn't tell if, like, I made it to like level 85, and I don't know if that, like, actually, even though my attack was maxed, by going higher in level, it does affect the attack or not, but it didn't really seem like it. So right now, going for damage and attack speed. The other bad part is advertisements, but I mean, they're only 5 seconds before you hit this.
You can turn the ads off by turning on airplane.
Okay, yeah, another person who was playing the game posted a review, and the easy way to get by the ads is to be in airplane mode, no data. Wi-Fi off and mobile data off. Which really ain't that bad, but they're not that bad of advertisements anyways, because they only take 5 seconds and they're not all the time. Surprisingly, haven't come across any other creatures, but I'm staying pretty low in depth. And the depth meter in the upper right corner over there where I'm tapping now is actually fairly important, because the deeper you go, the higher level shit that you come across and the more likely for them to be aggressive. Like that. That is probably a Minotaur crossed with like a goat or something. I don't know. He's running away. So we're not going to go out there. You see the color change as you get deeper. That's a 4-1. Don't go too deep or else you will get eaten alive very quickly. Green fruits give you like 3 experience. The red fruits give you 7. And then every once in a while you'll find a blue fruit, which is like 5. It's even bigger than the red fruit. Once I find one, I'll mention it again. But that gives you about 60 some odd experience, which is the best way to level up if you're not killing other stuff. To find them blue fruit. Instantly I mute my audio. Wait 5 seconds, skip the video. Although some of the games they advertise look alright. Still advertising. Ooh, and speaking of, there's a blue fruit at 20 some odd depth. 21. And another creature. Now, the faces actually represent their aggression level. The mild, flat face with no smile or frown, they won't fuck with you. And they're pretty scared usually when you attack them. I don't know about the frowny faces, but The blue ones don't really have a high tendency of aggroing. It's the red ones you got to be worried about. And if you're going to go and attack a creature, make sure he doesn't have friends like these. There's like 3 of them around, and I'm going to do it on purpose to show, or at least see if these are going to protect each other. And they're running away too fast. No, he defended himself, and his buddies didn't get bothered. It's pretty sad. But yeah, once you get to a certain level, it's pretty good to start upping your run speed so you can get away quicker or catch things quicker. And I mean, last night, me, Mark, and my grandfather sat here, my friend Mark, from my live stream earlier, sat here just playing this for a good hour or two, trying to one-up each other. And I mean, I made it to like level 21 my first run through, just sticking around, staying pretty close to the center. Yeah, it does glitch out sometimes. It's not great. It's a fairly simple indie project, but it's innovative for what it is. The fact that it does real 3D model combination is what impressed me the most.
And I have a feeling those other animals with the levels are other people.
I think it's just randomly because Mark combined a fork and a guitar, with the fork being the father and the guitar being the mother, and then I did the opposite, the guitar being whatever. I did the opposite parentage, and they looked exactly the same. So I'm thinking it just combines 2 creatures and fills it with that.
I mean, where if other creatures, if they have a level or the face, I think it's other people, other players.
I highly doubt that. It seems procedurally generated.
Could be.
Especially with, if you go far enough and come back to your starting point, the depth, like the whole map will look different by the time you get back there. There might have been a tree there before that's no longer there, or a random stone pops out of nowhere. And I've had it do it in the middle of playing. I'd be in an area, go a little farther, come back, and it's already changed. Like I didn't leave the area and I'm about to get attacked. So I officially started a fight with something a lot stronger than I am. We're going to see how this goes after I get back to my upgrade thing and decide what I'm going to do. Attack speed and damage are good. Let's go for dodge. Oh, I still have a level. And I got it. And this thing has friends nearby. I'm surprised nothing's like... Oh, crap. No idea about the giant creatures, but they don't seem any more dangerous than the normal sized ones, based on what Mark said last night. He made it pretty far compared to all of us. I made it to 22 and then kept dying for a while, and then he was like up to like 60 or 70 and 350 meter depth and doing fairly well for himself. Just kind of eating everything along the way. Once you max out all the stats though, that's when it gets really like, is it worth continuing to play? It's just one-upping your score, though. Commenting because my grandfather's over there shaking his head. Yes, it's worth playing even after you've maxed out.
Chase him down, kill him.
We'll say it's amusing to see if you could take a whole group on, if the group will actually respond to you attacking the one.
That's how I died.
Yeah. But overall, it's a fairly fun and simple game. I'm not having too much bad luck, but I'm not going very deep because I learned the hard way last time that the deeper you go, it gets really freaking hard. And once you hit about level 15, 10 to 15, the green fruits really stop being useful because they only give you 3 experience. Oh, and if you catch the X in the upper right corner as the advertisements pop up, it will stop it instantly, but it's only there for maybe a split second. Sometimes it loads faster than others, and you can't click it in time. But it is possible. I'm going to go for my run speed, because that helps me be able to chase things down. Like miss means my accuracy was too low. Dodge means their dodge skill is high. And then I'm not really sure about the variety on the attack. The damage still seems to be random even if it's maxed out. You just have a higher chance of doing higher damage. You can still do one hits. And another blue fruit. That's your best friend for experience. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this last night, and it was so simplistic, and we got caught up in it for a while. I didn't get it in time. Mute. 3, 2, 1. Skip. And then I just usually use my phone's back button to get away from the leftover ad piece where they want you to click to download the app. And then vision distance actually zooms out away and helps you see what creatures are close by, which is why I wanted to start showing that. So you can see farther and see what's nearby. But I do need better run speed to keep up with these other things. So they get away pretty well. Surprisingly, no aggressive creatures yet. Oh, and health regen. That could be a pain in the butt when you're trying to kill something that has a really fast health regen. Keep hitting it and hitting it and hitting it. Yeah, it keeps regenerating. Okay, that one's running way too fast. Like, I'm already level 16 right now. 17. And my damage is already maxed out. Next, I should go for attack speed. Attack speed or run speed. Just out of curiosity, I'm going to follow this guy into a deeper depth and see what levels we can get to spawn and whether or not I can handle it. Okay, we're going to attack this beaver. Another thing I've noticed, some of the creatures look like crosses, and then some of the randomly generated creatures just look like the normal father or mother, like the generic version. Or the standard.
What they've been crossed with.
That's a possibility too, is they were crossed with something similar. But at one point I did cross the cheeseburger with the cheeseburger on purpose. Whoa, and there's a good point of I attacked one level 8 thing and his two buddies started to intervene to stop me. And now I'm running away as quickly as I can, hoping that they'll eventually get stuck on rocks and stuff. That's about the only way to avoid them, because if they have quicker run speed, they will stay with you the entire way. And I've only occasionally seen the procedurally generated creatures attack another procedurally generated creature. Yeah, I'm dead. Well, and that was just 9 minutes. And I did fairly well. Level 18, 8 kills, 44 meters, my max depth, 39 green fruits, 13 red fruits, and 3 blue fruits. And it says get full version. Yeah, my all-time high score, level 81 last night for half an hour. And it just says coming soon for the full version. It says it'll be ready in a week or two, but I don't know how long this app's actually been out. All I know is it's fairly simplistic, but fun. And that's the end of my recording.